Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the AFC South Roundtable. It is now but a week away from the NFL draft, at least a little over a week away. And damn, let me tell you what, the excitement levels are skyrocketing through the roof. That is right. You did read that title correctly. We are going to be taking you through a 5-round mock draft, having some conversations, seeing if anybody has had a shift in priorities or a shift in draft strategy. Should be a hell of a damn episode. So do us a favor, smash that like button. Second that you do come in, let's go around the table and see how everybody is doing. Titans Rossi, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here. I'm excited about the Titans. It's actually nice to, say those words. So I'm excited to see what we could do this season. I don't know what that's going to be or what that's going to look like, but I think this draft will, show that.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm excited to see what them Titans can do under Callahan. Absolutely. Derek, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, brother? And it is awesome, man. I'm getting very excited. I'm very excited for the draft coming up. Love hearing the rumors going around that the Indianapolis Colts might actually do something that they normally never do, which is actually trade up in the draft potentially to go and get a big name offensive playmaker. It's interesting. It definitely has me getting excited. Either way, really looking forward to it.
Damn. Ruben, what up, dude?
What's going on, man? It's, a lot has happened since we last did our episode. I mean, we saw, the greatest WrestleMania of all time, The Undertaker returned. We saw probably the greatest moment in UFC history, Max Holloway pointing in the middle of the ring, telling Justin Gaethje, let's throw hands, and then murdering him with 1 second left. The NFL draft is next week, man. I am excited. I see all the swarms in the chat. Texans fans from Puerto Rico. Let's get it going.
Damn. Beautiful. Dalton, what's going on, man? I see you rocking that sweet little throwback. And it's very timely, might I say.
Yeah, man. Jaguars announced throwback uniforms to come back in 2024. So gotta rep it right here on the AFC South Roundtable for all of the Colts and Oilers fans out there to, kind of sit here and enjoy. You guys can fight over who wants to be the Oilers, but I'm excited. Just like Derek, man, there's a lot of rumors about the Jaguars wanting to maybe trade up into the top 10 if like a Malik Neighbors or a Roma Dunze falls there. So there is a lot of smoke, and nowadays it's almost unpopular for a mock draft to not have the Jaguars moving up to get one of these receivers. So just excited. I know a lot of us, kind of get a little bit of draft fatigue now. Now you're seeing just ridiculous mock drafts like, Marvin Harrison Jr. is somehow falling now. It's just a little bit weird time, but ready to get the draft going.
Absolutely, guys. Like we said, 5-round mock draft. And yes, we are going to allow trade ups and trade downs, but I do want to keep this somewhat interesting here. What we're going to do, if any of our hosts elect to trade up, the first offer must be accepted. The first offer must be accepted. If not, we move on or we go down the line of anybody else that would like to make a move. We're going 5 rounds here, folks. We just teased a little bit that we heard that the Colts might want to trade up. We heard the Jags might even want to trade up. So without further ado, I'm going to put this on super slow mode so that way I can pause. Gentlemen, if any of you are feeling it based off of how the board falls, scream pause, and we'll go from there. We will go from there. Without further ado, the 2024 AFC South Roundtable Mock Draft 2.0 begins now. Caleb Williams.
I'm just glad PFF is letting us play with them this time.
Right?
Yeah.
Drake May, Marvin Harrison.
No shot they take Marvin Harrison there.
Malik Neighbors, Joe Alt.
Come on.
Roma Dunze. Three of the big name receivers are off. Looks like Jim Harbaugh just went on ahead and got an offensive tackle. With no receivers is what it is, but this is the PFF mock draft simulator, folks. We have the Tennessee Titans on the clock, 7th overall. Rossi, talk to me, dude.
Man, this is crazy, man. They took, everybody that I would take at that spot if Neighbors was available, I might take him. Alt, I would definitely take
You
him.
can still
And
get
Oduke would be my last pick. So, I don't know. Can I trade back? Who is offering me?
My friend, let me tell you how coveted this is for you right now. I am seeing a total of 5 different options, and my pop-up screen is not displaying on the screen. However, let me throw out a couple of options here for you, whatever sounds better for you. You have the Minnesota Vikings at 11, the Las Vegas Raiders at 13, the Saints at 14, the Buffalo Bills at 28, or the New York Giants at 47.
Okay, so let's go with the Raiders, because I've done this before. I've done this simulation before with this trade back. And trade our 7th for their 13th.
Got it.
I'm gonna need like a week to digest. Oh, I thought you had to do all the options. Okay, I see now.
They're click on their 44 and 77 and give them our 106.
There's no way.
There's no, yeah, come on.
No way, right?
A 50% chance right here.
Let's
We can
see.
Oh, okay.
Now,
50-50.
it's a 50-50 shot. They could say yes, they could say no. So maybe you want to sprinkle in 252 or something along those lines, or see if it sweetens the pot.
Yeah, throw in 252.
All right.
1%.
1%.
Let's go.
What do you say? We offer the trade here?
The Raiders GM should be fired if he accepts this.
All right,
Thanks.
the trade is being offered in 3, 2. It was accepted.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
Nice.
Hey,
go.
Tennessee Titans.
Dan, if as soon as we see what happens with 8, pause it. As soon as you see what happens with the Falcons, okay?
All right, I got you. All right,
Please do
ready?
not allow Chicago to pick yet.
We are resuming. So whatever happens to 8. Got it. Ready? Go. Okay. So the Raiders select with all that Brock Bowers.
Oh my God.
Never mind. Don't do it. Don't worry
Terry
about
on
it.
Arnold.
Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Dang, what is this? What is this draft board?
Jaden Daniels.
Holy
dropped all the
no
way to 11.
way.
Damn it, man.
Dang.
The
All right.
Tennessee, the damn
Who got
Tennessee.
Fashanu, man? Dang.
Well,
all right.
There's no
sounds like you're fancying a tackle right here, my friend.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Go to tackle. See if go to tackle.
Yeah, Fuaga. He's a stud.
Yeah. I think Fuaga is gonna be a guard somewhere though. I just have this feeling.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna go with Fuaga.
You're gonna go with Fuaga, baby.
Yeah, I like Fuaga there. I think, and what I like about Fuaga is I think he can play tackle or guard, but we need a tackle, and I think he'll be all right.
Will Anderson's going to welcome him to the league.
Fuaga, welcome to the Tennessee Titans. Make sure you protect Will motherfucking Levis. All right, we have the Colts on the board. 15th overall pick.
Show me the trade options back, Dan. Let me see who's asking here.
Who's looking?
Okay, first one is pick 34. I ain't accepting that.
Yeah, and then it's 47 and 54, so it doesn't get much better than that, my friend. Yeah, 47.
Dang, all right, well, we ain't accepting no trade back offers then.
There you go.
Show me wide receivers first. I want to see that where we're at right now.
Ooh.
Okay. Show me the DBs just out of curiosity here.
Corner, and then I'll throw safety in the mix too. Yeah, you have Cooper DeJean, you have Nate Wiggins.
Okay. I am gonna go with the name that I have seen on most mock drafts at this time. I would expect the Colts to probably trade back. I think somebody in the late first round would do it, but I'm not gonna try to play GM here. I'm going to go ahead and take Brian Thomas Jr. At 15 for Indianapolis. Bring in another big athletic wide receiver to pair alongside Pittman.
Brian Thomas Jr. I'll tell you what, I think he's going to have a better career than Malik Neighbors, but onward. Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right. Jaguars are on the board, of course. The main positions they need right here. I mean, I really do like the draft value there with Latte Latu, but I just don't feel like they're going to get a rotational edge rusher in the first round. So if you scroll down a little bit, we are going to go with we're going to go with Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
They have a hole there at cornerback. I think it's going to be either cornerback or wide receiver for the Jaguars in the first round. But, with all the different guys going, I think we should look to get a wide receiver on day 2. So we'll see what falls to us later on in the draft.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, we're going to speed this up a little bit, unless anybody was feeling froggy about anything.
Trading up in the first round is the only fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I would think Indy would do, but, only if they trade back.
Hey, you know what? It's a mock draft for a reason. We could put it that way. Okay, the Tennessee Titans back in the club.
Bo Nix there.
38th overall. You do have Bo Nix. 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. 3 QBs. Are we doing
Michael
that?
Penix is there too.
All right, let's see who we got. I see Franklin there, but wide receiver and edge.
Yeah, Keon Coleman, Ricky Pearsall, Polk, who's rising up on some boards, and you want to take a look at the edge. Adisa Isaac, most notable name up there, and then you get all the way down to Ellis out of Utah, and then Braswell at Alabama.
And we got 2 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead. That's a tough one, man.
Troy Franklin.
I don't know much about Adisa Isaac.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend.
Y'all know
they 13% pass rush win rate, solid run defender. Pass rush grade 72.9. Had 9 sacks last year, 4 hits, 20 hurries. He's a Penn State guy. It's up to you, my friend. We going with the wide receiver out of Oregon.
Nixon's favorite?
He's a good player. I think it might be maybe a bit too early. I think maybe end of second round, beginning of third round.
No, draft him. Go ahead.
Let me pull up safeties too with that.
There are some safeties up in the mix. I like that as well. Scrolling on down, best possible answer is Javon Bullard.
Okay. All right.
Bullard's
I'm going to go
one
with
of the top safeties in the
He's a dog.
Thing.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the receiver here. I think I'm going to go with Franklin.
Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
Troy
Bad
Franklin,
pick.
my friend. Speedy, solid receiver out of Oregon.
Houston.
The Houston Texans are on the board, first pick of the mock draft. Ruben, talk to us, man. Swarm it up for us.
Let's go. Can we see defensive linemen?
Let's see. Looking at interior defensive line. All right. Oh, man. I know you like this.
Brandon Fisk right there at 44, baby. I tell you what, you have one of the best combines of anyone in the entire combine.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Ran like a 4.6, didn't he?
Can I see the linebackers?
As a 299-pound defensive lineman. It's insane.
Oh,
there he is. Adrian Cooper, linebacker from A&M. This is the linebacker that DeMeco Ryans gets and turns into a beast, and he will look good in the Houston Texans uniform.
Always about Houston, always trying to take players too early.
Homegrown, man. Hey, listen. 6'3" linebacker, solid coverage grade, solid run defense. I like it. And the Tennessee Titans, after fleecing the Raiders, they have their pick at 44. Rossi, we're back, baby. Talk to me.
All right. I don't know. Let's take a look at safety, linebacker.
Get penis.
Penis?
Safety, linebacker, and edge.
Penis.
Throw some edge rush. Right. Okay.
All right. So
best
Javon
board, you got
Bullard's there.
Hicks, Ellis, and Chris Braswell. And then Darius Robinson, Marshawn Nealand, who's been skyrocketing on boards too. But talk to me.
Texas is mad with him.
Throw tackle in there too, man.
Throw tackle in there too, man. Hey,
my God.
Offensive tackle.
I saw somebody comment and I was like, Fuaga's going to be more of a right tackle, but I mean, we need a right tackle too. So it's not
Yes, but you
It's
got to
not a
protect that
terrible
blind
pick.
side of Will Levis.
Restart a left
I
tackle
know.
from Yale against Daniil Hunter.
From Yale. What's up,
Please,
nerd?
Yeah.
do that.
A lot of people like this guy. I don't know. I don't know much about the guy, to be honest. So you know what? I'm gonna go with Bullard, the safety.
Bullard.
Nice. Great pick. Great pick.
You
Good
are
pick.
not
Yeah,
going to
he's
be
terrible
upset
pick.
with Javon Bullard. In my
We
opinion,
need
one
a
of the best.
safety.
Yeah, dude, he's a stud. You're not going
I've
to be
seen
upset.
Bullard play a lot too. So
Derek, we're back, man. We
Show
are
me
back.
the
John
corners real
Kruger.
quick.
Brian Thomas Jr. is officially a Colt going into it. Now let's check out some corners. What's going on with this world right here? You have TJ Tampa, you have Lassiter, you have Andrew Phillips, Max Melton, Kyrie Jackson. He's 37, but he's a man. Renardo Green.
I know for a fact that Max Melton and TJ Tampa are going to be second round corners. I just don't know a ton about TJ Tampa. I did a little bit on Max Melton early, but I'm just trying to take a quick look at like what do we got here for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gus Bradley can mold this guy into an absolute
6'2",
animal.
200 pounds. That's
The outside guy.
Good, that's very good. That's very good size for a Chris Ballard corner right there.
Pause.
And you know, if TJ Tampa is somehow still there at 46, I'd be shocked to be able to have the ability to get him. We already got a wide receiver in the first round. We didn't trade back and get another pick, so I'm gonna go corner here with the second. I'll go TJ Tampa here at 46.
TJ Tampa, Indianapolis Colts. Dalton, we're back on the board. Guard, center, edge, DB.
Oh, you don't even have to do any scrolling, man. Look, we needed wide receiver in the first round, but nothing fell to us, man. And the Jaguars need a very specific type of receiver, okay? They don't need another slot, okay? They got some good interior pass catchers with Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk, but right now on the outside, they have, Gabe Davis, Zay Jones, and pretty much nobody else, okay? We have Keon Coleman sitting right here that projects as that big-bodied outside receiver. So the Jaguars are going to get Nate Wiggins in round 1 at cornerback, and then Keon Coleman round 2 with wide receiver. We're going to run to the draft board and pick this guy. And the Jaguars are sitting pretty after the first 2 rounds of the NFL draft.
Keon Coleman out of Florida State. Absolute stud. And look at that. And the Texans right back up into the second round. All right, man. Talk to me. Have your linebacker. For some reason,
look at wide receiver.
I was about to say, for some reason, with PFF, still thinks you need some more. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
You're talking about the steal of the draft, and that is Malachi Corley, wide receiver from Western Kentucky. Running back turned into wide receiver, 5'11". What's great about him is when he catches the ball, he plays like he is still a running back, which is good. And I think he played 95% of his snaps in the slot, which is what the Houston Texans need. Look, why are you getting another receiver high in the draft when you just got Stephon Diggs? We only have Diggs on a 1-year deal. So he has time to grow, but could also give you some help in special teams as well. Go ahead and give me Corley.
Is Malachi Corley?
Might as well just
he's
stack
the
your entire roster then at this point.
He is the Yak King, is what many are calling him at this point. He's an absolute stud. He is one of my personal favorite prospects. Rossi, we're back on for yet another. Look at that, man. Another Las Vegas Raiders pick into the third round, 77th overall, man. Talk to me. What's his front office?
Yeah, so I mean, I see Blake Fisher is available there. The question for me is I've kind of looked into this guy before, but I can't remember if he's strictly a right tackle or left tackle.
Yeah, he's played 37. He's played 37 snaps his entire career at left tackle. He's predominantly a right tackle. And Fuaga's right too.
We see a lot more position flexibility now in the NFL than we've ever seen. I mean, there's a lot of guys that, especially on the offensive line, that move around so much now.
All right. Who do we got on defensive line, like edge defensive line? I saw a guy up there. Just
Oh, I see someone.
Michael
I
Hall
like
Jr.
Xavier Thomas. Yeah, Veruco Roro, Jalix Hunt,
okay.
Javon Solomon,
Excuse me.
Austin Booker.
You know what? Go up to the top again. Wait, where's it at? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go with the edge out of Clemson there, Xavier Thomas.
Xavier Thomas, 17.1 pass rush win rate. Pretty solid run defense.
Over Rook is questionable.
But hey, you know what? Titans Rossi. He's building.
Well, they have
trenches
much
over there,
stronger
Tennessee State.
interior depth than they do outside. So
He's building.
Yeah.
okay. Let me see 3 positions here. Give me safety, give me running back, give me wide receiver.
All right. Damn, another wide receiver you're looking for. We have Bucky Irving.
Johnny Wilson there.
Caleb.
You know, I see it already, and I don't feel like I really need to change much. Give me Kalen Bullock there, safety out of USC. I'll take that one.
Kalen Bullock, insane coverage, run defense can be a bit of a scare, but you know what? It doesn't matter because your safety tandem is already back. All right, look at that. Titan Kong just came in saying, "What's up, Derek Rubin of the UCF?" Rossi, my guy.
What's up, Kong?
He said my name first. So.
Titan Kong, what up, dude?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the donation. As we get back to Ruben's pick, I think they came from Philly. Look at that, 86 overall. Stacking up this damn team. Talk to me.
Let's
What
do
you
it.
got?
Let's look at D lineman. Poor favor.
Oh, man. No, offensive tackle. Let me see. D-line.
Oh, down.
My
down,
nuts.
yeah.
There you go. D-line. And then,
Okay.
what else you want to look at?
Running back.
Running back. All right. We got Ray Davis, Marshawn Lloyd, Michael Hall Jr.
Mm.
A lot of running backs are coming up right now.
So is it crazy to want to take Tavondre Sweat at 86?
No, not at all. Because I think that the only reason he's fallen down is just because of his little.
Is because he's 280.
Yeah, I don't think that's
He's
that
doing-
crazy. I think he's a guy that is an easy 3rd round like option if you wanted to go that route.
Yeah, he's only fallen because of that DUI.
I think he'll fit in great with the Texans culture.
Huh. So here's the thing, man. When you have a head coach like D'Amico Ryans, great things can happen. So we're going to go ahead and risk it for the biscuit and take a chance on a superhuman like Tavondre Sweat. Make him sweat. He has the big old chain that he had at Texas, and he would be a starter on your defensive line. And now your front 4 is Will Anderson Jr., who had 7 sacks, Tavondre Sweat, Danico Antru, who had 11.5, then Daniil Hunter, who had 15.5. This Houston Texans D-line just got nastier.
He is an absolute specimen of a man. I'll tell you what.
I
All
wonder
right.
if they're going to put him on some type of like workout plan, man.
Yeah, something like that, you know. It's the diet situation. The Jags are back on the table. 3rd round, 96 overall. Dalton, what do we think?
Yo, I love the way this board keeps falling to me, man. Okay, look, the Jaguars. I think the biggest thing they did wrong with the roster in 2023 was after the Jaguars lost Arden Key, they didn't replace him with anybody. Okay, so they needed that 3rd edge rusher, that rotational edge rusher position so bad. And with Austin Booker on the board, look, he is a 1-year wonder. I understand, but I think he had like 8 sacks last year. He's a guy that should only get better. I'm bringing in Austin Booker to be able to add to our 3rd down pass rush package. That's going to look like Josh Allen, Eric Armstead, Trayvon Walker, and now Austin Booker. Yeah, that's a pretty lethal 4-man rush, if I could say the least.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see how competitive this AFC South is, man.
Hey, I heard you on the huddle, man. You said that this division is going to be better than the AFC East. I heard you.
I did say that, because the Jets are going to be the Jets, and the Dolphins are going to choke in December. It's going to be the same thing all over again, like it is. I think that the AFC South may even be more competitive than the AFC North this year.
I listened to that whole episode. I was like, wow.
all right.
And everybody killed you.
They did, but you know
How
what?
dare they?
And so you're crazy until you're right.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. And you're back on the board, man.
He's got two
I'm
more
back.
picks. He's almost back to back with this.
What's
you know how
up?
we got this pick? So
crazy.
last year, the Saints called up the Jaguars and wanted our 4th round pick. So they traded that 4th round pick for their 4th round pick next year. So here we go. All right, let's go. Let's filter by position. Let's see offensive line. I would love to get
TD. Hey, listen, when TJ Tampa gets selected in the 2nd round and he locks up Tyreek Hill, you're going to be so sorry.
And so don't worry about T defense, dog, man.
Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. I want to see the options here.
All right. We have center out of Penn State. We have Matt Gonclaves. We have Trevor Keegan, Tanner Bortolini, Isaiah Adams.
Ooh, is it? I kind of. I don't know. It's probably a reach, but one guy I really like Zach Zinter. And a big reason why he's graded so low is because of his injury that he had. And he's not participating in off-season programs. And yeah, I think he's being slept on a little bit, but he is a monster in the run game. So I'm going to go ahead and take Zach Zinter here.
Oh, you just destroyed my heart, dude.
Zach.
Why? You're about to take him?
I wanted him so bad, bro.
Thank you, Oscar. Man.
I thought you were mad. I thought you were because he was a Michigan guy. Maybe you're hating on that.
No, I
Oscar.
love Zach Zinter. I think that would be a beautiful Colts pick, but
Yeah, but he's a Jaguar now, okay? And we got a nice okay, let's go ahead and we got the positions unfiltered. Now I just want to let's see the big board, man. Let's scroll down a little bit. I want to see all the different players.
Tyke Smith.
Look at that, man.
Man, there's some good players right there.
Here. All right. Scroll back up. We'll go with Tyke Smith. The Jaguars definitely need a defensive back and to add to the room. Don't know too much about him, but I see his grade steadily improving. The Jaguars kind of have to make some moves when it comes to what their room looks like in 2025. So this is a future pick. So we're gonna take him and develop him a little bit.
Tyke Smith out of Georgia. So happens to be Bullard's running mates. Insane in coverage. Not too bad at run defense. All right, Derek. The Indianapolis Colts, 117th pick overall. And while I was scrolling, and so I heard you gasp a little bit. So I think you saw a player that you specifically liked.
There's a couple. Give me running back, give me interior O-line, and give me tackles.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay.
We have Hunter Norzak.
Rolling down just a little bit. Just kind of want to see. I kind of want to see some of the other options here that we have on the interior. You know what? Take the tackle depth off for a minute, just so I can kind of just see more of the running back and interior. Just kind of want to see what's out there.
Let's take a look.
Okay. A couple options there. Okay, I'm going to go with the running back option here. I'm going to get Braylon Allen, get another Wisconsin running back in the backfield with Jonathan Taylor, and the Indianapolis Colts need a backup for sure.
Another Wisconsin running back, huh?
Yes, sir.
It's funny you say that because with Braylon Allen, actually reminds me of Jonathan Taylor.
He's literally had last season had one of the best seasons of a Wisconsin running back in history. And I mean, there's some good running backs that have come out of Wisconsin.
Crazy stuff. Look at that. The Houston Texans, 123. What you got for me, man?
Yeah, can I see? Can you scroll down the big board for me?
Yeah, man. Most definitely.
Ruben, are you crying?
Yeah, dude,
I was gonna say
he's mid hit. I love it. There you go.
All right, show me the
How the hell is Cole Bishop still there?
Let me see.
There's no way. Cole Bishop is easily gonna get selected within the 3rd round. This thing's bogus.
You know what, Derek? That's not very nice to PFF.
Yeah.
They work very hard on this website.
Ask them if I care.
Now we're doing 4 rounds, right, or 5?
5 rounds, my friend, but it looks like
yeah,
we don't have a 5th round pick.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, go down for me one more time. The Houston Texans. I do like the cornerback from Missouri. The Houston Texans definitely need some depth there with Stingley. You know, when he's on the field, he's elite, but he has not played a full season yet. And then at the number 2 spot, right, it's the battle of bust. CJ Henderson and Jeff Okudah. They also have never completed a full season. So I think the Houston Texans need some depth in that cornerback room.
I'll tell you what, and you're certainly getting somebody with versatility. He's played out of the slot. He's played on the boundary. Welcome to the Houston Texans. And just like that, you're back on the board, my friend. Look at that. Final pick of the AFC South mock draft for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with a backup tight end here. I like Theo Johnson from Penn State. He is on the board, and he's an absolute freak. I think he's 6'4", 6'6", and has some of the longest arms in this draft class for tight ends. His 7 touchdowns came in the red zone. And I think right now he is already a better blocking tight end than Dalton Schultz, who the Houston Texans signed on a 3-year deal. He's immediately your tight end number 2. You know, can play out the gate. I like that.
Damn. Tennessee Titans. Rossi.
All right. I'm just going to just kind of scroll down the big board there. I want to see kind of who's the best available, what we got here. I would like to get a linebacker.
Ooh, Cedric Gray there is a good one.
Yeah, Cedric Gray is a pretty. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Gray, man. I mean, if he's available in the 5th, I think it'd be a no-brainer if we not pick the linebacker yet.
Cedric Gray. No,
Dan, I know you. I hope you saw the name that just popped up below on the screen that I saw. And you and I are both thinking that that's probably not going to happen. Did you see Cam Hart's name all the way down there?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Cam Hart's name all the way there? No way that happens at 156. That boy is a 3rd round pick through and through.
Yep.
Honestly, there is no way that he gets out of the 3rd round. Give me interior offensive line stuff again real quick.
Bo Limmer, Cohen, Daniel McMahon,
Layden Robinson's a good one. And I think Layden Robinson's way higher than that number. Way higher than that number. I have him as a early to late 4th round. So I'll take Layden Robinson here. I think also he's got a good RAS score. So he's a very athletic guy in the middle there.
Layden Robinson. I also want to see a sleeper, see if he's still on the table. This guy is going to be
Johnny Dixon. And what is with the corners being so low?
So with this guy right here, he is going to be an incredible corner.
There's a lot of corners this draft, to be honest.
Dwight McGlothern, he's going to be an absolute stud. Anyway, Dalton, I believe this is the final pick of the AFC South Roundtable mock draft, man.
You know, I'm gonna do this one special, okay? I'm gonna let a Jaguar fan in the chat let me know who they want to draft for this final pick.
Are there any in there?
Unfilter by cornerback. Rossi, mute up, Rossi. Go ahead and unfilter. Let's see if any Jags fans in the chat. I'm not sure if there are many here right now, but I'll give you guys a little bit. But we have Luke McCaffrey on the board. We can go with the McCaffrey family tree. That's always a way to go. Any kicker? Oh yeah, we got to go with the kicker. Okay, go switch the kicker. Okay, I'm telling you, the Jaguars this season will break the ice when it comes to selecting a kicker because we just have not been able to get that position right. So let's go with let's go with Will Reichert. Okay,
the best kicker available in the 5th round, folks.
Boom, we're getting them. And we're gonna move, okay? The new kickoff rules there. We also got to hit our kicks, and we're gonna be the first team to pick a kicker, so that'll be good.
Damn. baby. Someone said Duval Miles Harden. Too late, unfortunately, folks. So happens to be the mock draft for the AFC South Roundtable. And you know
Let's
what?
check out the final results.
The final results, my friend. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at everything that we just learned today. All right. We started off with the Tennessee Titans trading down, surprisingly enough, with the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Titans selected Talise Fuaga. 15th overall, Brian Thomas Jr. falls to the Indianapolis Colts. Then Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson, is going to be smoking that secondary, making it absolutely worthwhile. The Titans again. And so as if they didn't have enough receivers, they ended up grabbing Troy Franklin and to pair with Calvin Ridley and also DeAndre Hopkins. The Texans' first overall was Edgerrin Cooper. Then you had Javon Bullard going over to the Tennessee Titans, followed by the Indianapolis Colts, also solidifying their secondary with TJ Tampa. Then the Jaguars ended up going with Keon Coleman following that. Then Malachi Corley, who, in my opinion, I would agree with Ruben. I think that he is going to be the steal of the draft wherever he goes. Absolute stud. Scrolling on down, we have Xavier Thomas, edge rusher out of Clemson, to the Tennessee Titans at pick 77. Kalen Bullock, safety to the Colts at 82. Tavondre Sweat, Booze Cruise Sweat, over to the Houston Texans, solidifying the trenches. Austin Booker added to that pass rush led by Josh Allen over at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Scrolling on down, Zach Zinter, guard out of Michigan. Then Tyke Smith, safety out of Georgia, both going to the Jags. Braylon Allen, basically a Jonathan Taylor 2.0, paired with Jonathan Taylor himself. Chris Abrams, just going over to the Houston Texans at corner. Theo Johnson to the Texans as well, tight end, very versatile, very strong. Scrolling on down, we have Cedric Gray, linebacker, to the Tennessee Titans. We had Leighton Robinson, Texas A&M guard. Then we ended up going Will Rashad, a kicker. Final pick of the AFC South Roundtable, man. I'll tell you what.
What?
Folks, so the draft is right around the corner. And I feel like to wrap this episode up, I do want to hear what everyone would have to say, because we understand as NFL fans that sometimes our front offices just throw us a curveball and we're screaming at the television saying, what the hell were you thinking? What the hell were you thinking? What is that move that would infuriate you if your front office were to make it? Titans Rossi, talk to me.
Are you talking about like in the draft?
Yeah. Like a certain position, a player that
Yeah,
trying to stay away from like the plague.
Honestly, like if the Titans, say hypothetically, Alt and Neighbors just happen to be available at 7, or available at 7, and they go Brock Bowers or something like that. Like a lot of people love Brock Bowers, like, oh my God, he's a phenom and all this stuff. But like, I'm cool with Chig, man. I'm cool with what we got. And like, we have such bigger needs. But what sucks, man, is like, I was kind of banking on Alt to at least maybe be there, or Fasciano to be there when I traded back. But that didn't happen. So I did not get a left tackle in this draft. And I would say any Titans fan who's in here is probably hating me. But it's like, what do you do? I mean, the Titans have so many holes, dude. It's like, there's 5 different positions of need, so it's kind of difficult.
Slim pickings out of there, Derek. And so what will your front office do that would infuriate you?
If you're taking anyone that is if you're not taking anyone that is either a wide receiver, cornerback, or a tight end, if it's Brock Bowers early in the draft, if you're not doing any of those moves and you're taking any other position, then I seriously question what it is that we're doing here. Because I've come in with the mindset that I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let the Indianapolis Colts kind of figure out what they want to do with this draft. But I think if there's one name that I could put out there, I wouldn't mind taking this name if you were trading back late in the first round for him, and that's Cooper DeJean. I've seen a lot of people mock him to the Indianapolis Colts. No way am I taking Cooper DeJean at 15. No way. It's just not worth it. Again, late first round, sure, because then you're acquiring more picks. But if you're going to take at 15 a cornerback that's got a injury history on top of it, and might be the one guy that just doesn't really have a predominant trait over a lot of the other guys, then that would infuriate me if we took DeJean at 15.
What about you, Dalton?
I mean, with me, it's not necessarily with what Trent Baalke has done. It's more so just like drafting like weird positions. Like in 2022, we traded up into the first round and picked linebacker Devin Lloyd, which that's fine. You need a linebacker, and then their very next pick in the third round, they draft another linebacker with Chad Muma. It's like, okay, well, this guy literally projects as a special teamer unless somebody gets hurt. And then, you look at the last draft in 2023, he drafts, and on day 2 of the draft, he drafts a running back, which you have Travis Etienne, so he's going to be an RB2, so it's like a depth piece. And then you draft like a blocking tight end as well that doesn't really do a lot in the receiving game. And it's like, I didn't really understand any of the positional value. So if the Jaguars in the first 2 days of the draft go linebacker or go running back, or even I don't even want them to go slot receiver. Okay. Like they need some very specific types of receivers. And, if they go out and do anything stupid like that, I'm probably going to go stupid. Okay. So that's the thing that I would be pretty disappointed at.
Interesting. Ruben.
Yeah, I would say for me, if you take any offensive lineman high, I don't like this notion that the Houston Texans need to invest in, and they did that the previous years. They have Laramie Tunsil, one of the best LTs in the game. Kenyon Green, he should be returning and will be in competition with James Patterson, who you selected last year, who started 8 games for you at center and guard. Juice Scruggs, who you selected last year in the second round, he is back. You got Shaq Mason. Titus Howard is returning. If I see an offensive lineman real early, I would get upset because that is not what the Houston Texans need. It should either be beefing up the defense or bringing in another weapon for CJ Stroud in this offense.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the draft is right around the corner. We are all very, very excited. And please mark your calendars because we are going to be doing a full draft reaction, not next week, but the following week, as we can go ahead and sit and stew with our organization's picks. And we can start getting ballsy with some predictions about what team is truly going to be a threat within the AFC South. I'll tell you what, last but not least, let's just go around the table and let everyone know what's going on with your individual channels. Starting off with Dalton this time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be, posting as much as I can until the NFL draft. I'll be doing a lot of spots on Bleacher Report, so you guys can find me over there as well. And yeah, stay active on Twitter, Instagram, even TikTok. So I'm trying to be as active as I can on all these different platforms outside of YouTube. So you guys can follow me everywhere at UCF_Jaguar. And I am looking forward to this NFL draft because I know right now my pre-draft anticipation is kind of very, very high to the point getting a little bit draft fatigue at this point because we talk about it. So I'm ready to kind of have these GMs show their hands at the poker table and see what goes down.
Me too, my friend. Me too. Ruben,
what's
going on with you, man? What's going on with you over at the channel, man?
Nothing, man. We're dropping daily Houston Texans content on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're getting ready for this draft. However, our day starts on Friday. We no longer have a first-round pick. Like Donson, I've been doing a lot of streams on Bleacher Report, getting ready for not only Houston Texans, but also Houston Astros baseball as well. But, a lot of things going on here, man. Just excited to get going and just excited for the season to start. And, man, it's kind of come around quickly. And next thing you know, we're going to be at training camp and in the preseason. Then it's week 1. I am so excited.
And that's all that matters. Derek, what up, dude?
Yeah, just going to be getting a lot more streams in before the draft comes around. Obviously going to be doing a ton of draft content during it. We're actually going to be live streaming the entire draft on our channel. So if anyone wants to come in and actually watch that, we're going to be live all throughout the draft, doing all these different types of videos as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I can't wait for this next week for all this content we're about to put out.
And last but not least, Titans Rossi.
Yeah, any Titans fans in here, go hop over to our channel after this show. Titan Upload is literally live right now. And we just hit 15,000 subscribers today. So we're super stoked about that. It's been insane. Like the past month for us has been absolutely bonkers. Like we've had almost 2,500 subs in the past month. So it's just been insane. And we're super excited. We're posting daily content, shorts, videos, live streams, all that type of stuff. We're going to have a full on live watch along and all that stuff with the draft. So, if you're a Titans fan or we got a lot of other fans in there too, but come check us out on the Titan Upload Network.
I'll tell you what, guys, a lot of great content to consume prior to the draft. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the AFC South Roundtable. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Peace.
Duval.